No one can do it better. No one can do it better.
Alright, welcome back to the world is a ghetto entertainment. Today I bring to you a new video. It's about Adam22 and Almighty Suspect. They get into a heated argument. It's my first time watching this, so I'm gonna watch this with you guys. They get into a heated argument after some questions. So yeah, we're just gonna watch this. But before we watch this, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, the share button. Send this to your grandma, your grandpa. Send this to everyone you want. Hit that like, hit that dislike. But yeah, let's just get right into it.
But y'all both y'all both talking about two different things.
That you thought you knew more hip hop about me, you lost the conversation.
At the moment that you start arguing from authority and arguing that your opinion is better just because of your life experience, no, that's what you're saying right now.
They said that, and I agree.
You're leaning on your life experience to say that you should automatically
win.
Wait,
hold on. What setup are they at? That's not the usual no jumper setup. It says no jump. I don't know that. The shit doesn't look that bad. I fuck with the setup. But right now, they just need to zoom out a little bit. Wow. Is this a new setup? Did they switch studios?
The argument?
I didn't say that.
That's what you just said.
I didn't say automatically. But the moment that you tried to discredit, how do you know more hip hop about me? How?
No, but what you're doing right now, acting as if
that's the question.
Why I'm talking? Stop talking while I'm talking. You're arguing now that my opinion. Why are you?
In my opinion, someone says stop talking when I'm talking. So fuck, that's gotta be like, stop talking when I'm talking. Like that tone, I can't let that slide. I'm gonna do something. Stop talking when I'm talking. Like what the fuck? Don't talk to me like that. Like, I don't know. Adam22, he thinks he's this big guy. He thinks he sits on this throne and everyone has to obey him. In a way, yes, because he is the owner of No Jumper, but he lets all that fame get to his head. Crazy.
You're interrupting so much.
I want to know the question. You didn't answer the question. You was done talking, then I asked the question and you interrupted.
You're asking why am I allowed to have a legitimate opinion on hip hop? No, you're saying that my opinion can't count compared to yours.
That's not what I said. I said the moment that you insinuated, like the moment that child was ready, and then you said Suspect knows more than hip hop about me. Nigga, you came in hip hop in 32. I was born into hip hop.
What are you talking about? I've been listening to rap since I was a tiny child. Bro, no, but this argument is you taking an L because you're arguing that I can't have an argument.
I'm not saying you can't have an argument.
No, but you're arguing that my opinion.
I didn't say you can't
but
have
why
an
is my opinion less relevant than yours?
I didn't
That's
say
not the kind of thing that people will. No, on a podcast, that's not what you do. You don't tell the other person that their opinion doesn't count because they're white or because they're old or whatever. Well, that's what you're saying.
I didn't say
and you're lying because you just said that I got into hip hop at 32.
I didn't say it count. You got into talking to rappers at 32. Did you not?
No, yeah.
Okay, then, nigga, I was born into hip hop.
Okay.
What are you talking about? I was judging battles.
I'm saying that if you go on a podcast and you argue that your opinion matters more than the other person,
it matters
no, that's
more.
what you're saying right now.
I didn't say it matters more.
No, that's literally what you just said.
And the only reason I brought that up is because when that chat came up, you immediately insinuated how does Suspect know more? And I just told you how. You came into hip hop at 32. I was
That's
born
not true.
Into it.
You're lying. I've been listening to hip hop since I was a small child, since I was in elementary school.
I've been in it, though.
Just because you were hanging out with Lush at battles doesn't mean that.
Hanging out with Lush.
Okay, but
being a fan and being in it are completely separate things, Adam.
How are you in it?
Don't you understand?
Just because you were going to live shows?
No, not
because you're going to battles.
I'm judging battles.
I'm saying
I'm judging battles at 12.
Suspect. If you're gonna have
my father is an underground.
Why do I keep talking and then you start talking over me?
You didn't let me answer.
Shouldn't we let each other talk?
You didn't let me answer.
No, but you keep saying the same thing over and over.
How? And then I tried to answer and then you cut me off.
I'm gonna explain to you a pretty simple concept in podcasting, which is
you got it, bro. You won.
If we're gonna have an argument,
you got it.
You can't tell me that I can't have an opinion.
You got it. You won.
Why are you doing this little spoiled brat thing?
You got it. You won.
You got it. You won.
You won.
Adam22 is a big kid.
Sad.
I bet it is. It's sad.
He's a big troll too.
As being a fan of hip hop and somebody who's actually in hip hop.
Well, you're doing it again.
How?
You're doing it again.
How do you know?
You're telling me I can't have an opinion on rap because I'm white.
I didn't say you can't have an opinion. Where did white come into this? I said 32. I never said white. I said 32.
So because I became,
you see how quick Adam22 can switch the narrative? You see how fast Adam22 can switch the narrative? He didn't say none of that, and he just put his words in his mouth. Like it's crazy. It is crazy. Like trying to switch the narrative up on him.
Successful interviewing rappers at 32, that undermines my opinion.
That's not what I said.
That is literally what you just got done saying.
Putting words into my mouth. That's not what I said.
The only words I'm putting in your mouth are the ones that you literally just said.
No. Repeat what I said. Not words in my mouth. Say exactly what I said. Quote me. Don't put your perception of what I said on it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Don't put your perception on it. You're putting your
this
perception.
podcast would be very, very boring if every argument got broken down to I have more authority in hip hop. If we want to talk about who has more authority in hip hop,
you're talking about authority.
I can talk about my accolades in terms of what I've accomplished in hip hop. You might have been in it for a long time. I got the accolades.
That's where y'all gonna come.
I got accolades on my ass. I got accolades I shouldn't even bother to mention.
Y'all gonna come to the same point again where y'all talking about two different things. You get what I'm saying? Right now, y'all even arguing two different things. The whole thing started.
No, but he's the one telling me now that I can't even have an opinion because I'm white and because I became successful in hip hop when I was older.
Who said what? I said 32. More words in my mouth. What are you talking about?
I think that's what you're getting at. What are you about to eat?
If I'm gonna get at something, I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna insinuate a thing. It's fried chicken.
I'm challenging you to prove that you're not actually triggered and mad by like being able to have like a normal conversation about this as well.
The only reason I got mad is when the super chat read it and you insinuated like you have more hip hop knowledge than me, nigga. Please.
No, I just don't.
What are you talking about?
The same. My issue with the super chat is my issue with what you're saying in general too, which is that we shouldn't be having a conversation in which we tell the other person that their opinion matters less because of their lived experience.
More perception.
Could you imagine me and DW arguing about rap and him saying, "Well, I'm from Long Beach, so your opinion doesn't matter"? That's retarded.
Talking about some Long Beach shit, does your opinion not more matter?
We're talking about hip hop in general.
I was born in hip hop. What aren't you understanding? He's born in Long Beach.
Okay.
He can talk to more Long Beach shit about.
No, if we're talking Long Beach, for sure that makes sense. No, but what you're doing right now is exactly what I'm talking about.
Bikes. I was born in hip hop. How can somebody whose whole culture, everything they live and breathe?
This is an interesting way for you to choose to lose this argument.
No. I'm about to break it down for you. Do our culture don't live and breathe hip hop? Yes or no? Do it not?
That doesn't make you right in this argument.
No, I'm not saying
just because you've been hanging out at battles.
I'm saying my opinion. You're talking about right. Let me get my opinion.
What is hanging out at battles?
He's trying to like switch the words and just pay attention.
Why does hanging out at battles make you a better aficionader on this?
I never said better. Can I get my opinion out?
Why? But you were just hanging out at battles.
Your perception. Hanging out at a battle and judging a battle is completely different.
Okay.
I judged the battle rap.
What is the difference between listening to music and being obsessed with music and doing that, but then also sitting on a couch at a battle?
Gang banging and being inside gang banging. What is he talking about?
But being inside it doesn't make you an expert on it.
Being inside gang banging don't make you more knowledgeable than a fan?
It does. It does. If you're inside rap group and you're inside the rap game, it does make you more knowledgeable than just the average person. It does. Almighty Suspect is right at this point right here.
No, for sure.
Outside of
who's a bigger expert on gangs? A guy who like writes a book on gangs and like really like breaks it down, or Crip Mac, who's really only exposed to one gang?
Crip Mac no more than
a nigga
than the guy who wrote the book. I'm not saying me, but I'm saying a guy who wrote the book on it.
Yeah, because like whatever he's saying, because Crip Mac experienced. He went through this shit. A guy that wrote a book just wrote the book and got whatever he wrote the book off of probably other books or probably just the Wikipedia and probably, somewhere else. But Crip Mac experienced it and knows the ins and outs and knows this, that. So Crip Mac knows more than the guy that wrote a whole book. In my opinion.
So you're telling me that a random fucking dude who happens to be in a gang is more of an authority on gangs than a guy who studies it for his entire life. Now, this is just like a metaphor.
I'm talking about a nigga who was born.
I'm not gonna say more authority. If you born in
your hood, like, a nigga who wrote a book about your hood got more authority. He studied it.
All I'm saying is
because he studied it.
He's right. He's right. Almighty Suspect is right in this topic. He's right. He's right. If you're born in your hood and the guy that wrote the book, like he's just right. He's just right.
Let me just make my point.
About?
Nobody wants to watch a podcast in which you proclaim that you have the only valid opinion because of the fact that you used to hang out with Lush at battles.
That's what you're saying.
No, that's what you said.
I never brought up Lush.
Why do you keep saying things
never
and
said
denying that you said them?
I quote me. Stop putting
This has happened a lot of times in a row now.
I never quoted anything. You're not quoting me. You're saying.
No, I am.
No, that's not
I'm directly quoting you.
No. Like I said, once again, a nigga who was born in the culture knows more than a fan.
You're doing it again.
Oh, that's a fact, is it not? A nigga who born in Long Beach.
And my response to that is
he's exactly right.
My response to that is that suspect. Nobody wants to listen to a podcast where you talk about how you're the only one who gets to have a valid opinion.
Only one.
Hold on, but his thing is you saying since he white,
I didn't say white. He said white.
Why you throwing rocks and hiding your hands? Because we all know what you're fucking saying.
32.
No.
He's throwing rocks and hiding his hands.
No. I'm about to tell you why I'm not.
He's throwing rocks and hiding his hands.
I can tell you why you because you said the culture. You said the culture.
Listen,
one mic.
Let me
go ahead.
Let me dismantle his lie. He's trying to say
but then he's going to say something, and then I'm going to repeat it back to him, and then he's going to tell me that he never said that.
He's talking about one mic, and I'm trying to get my opinion now, but I'm talking
because you keep saying the same thing.
Listen, I'm about to say something completely different if you'll shut the fuck up. Listen.
Someone please get the dog out the way. Come on, man.
He's talking about white, right? If I
Come on,
call
whose
Lush,
dog is this?
Lush is
Someone
way
please
more
get the dog
knowledgeable
out the way.
about hip hop than him, because Lush has actually been in it for 30 years.
That's
but
what
see,
he
this,
said.
again,
I'm not talking about white.
He's saying that you ain't been in it.
I told him that he
You're
shouldn't
not in
be
nothing.
arguing that his opinion is the only one that it matters
I didn't
because of
say
his life
matter.
experience. But now he's saying the same thing about Lush.
No, listen.
He's putting Lush as a stand-in for himself. My argument is that our arguments,
you said white.
our arguments should be able to stand on their own.
More than you.
You have no
white man
argument
knows
here.
More than you because he's in it more.
You
It's
gave
not
up
about
on having an
race.
argument,
It's
and
not
now
about
you're
race.
arguing that
Did
you're
I
the
not
only
just
one who
break it
gets to
down?
have an argument.
He said white.
He's
I just
saying he's
told
not
you a
saying
white
this
man who
because
knows
you
more.
white.
I just named you a
he's
white
saying
man
Lush
who knows
been
more.
in hip hop for real for a long
For
time.
real.
I know
Not
because
being
he
a
got
fan.
he realizes that's kind of
Not being a
tacky to just
fan.
talk about himself. So now he's
you're trying to
subbing
tell me
Lush
what
in.
I realize.
He's
now
subbing
he
Lush
in my
in.
head. Now you're trying to tell me what I realize in my
I don't
head.
know, okay.
More perception.
I'm breaking
Quote
down
me.
what
I
you're
get
doing
what-
right
I
now
get what
because
both
it's
of y'all
so
saying.
More
transparent.
perception. Quote me, nigga.
It's so
you tried to say
transparent.
white. You tried to say that I said you don't know shit because you came in this house a white man at 32. That's not what I said. I never
That's not what he
white.
said.
And
That's
I
not
gave
what he
you an
said.
example of
That makes no sense anyways. That's not what he said. Not what he
a
said.
white man who's actually been in it, who knows more than you. That's why I said white. You said
That's
white.
facts.
Let's know
Do you
white.
notice
That's
that
facts.
not
White
once
too.
in this
You
argument
know
have
way more.
I flexed my accolades?
You just said white.
Which
Fuck
is
your
that-
accolades.
sound like that's what you
Accolades
wanna
as a
do.
fan,
Suspect,
bro, not
here's the
being
question,
in
here's the
rap,
question.
Not rapping.
Who has created the
How do you get
most
accolades when you
successful
don't rap?
podcast on the West Coast
But you
in the
don't rap.
history
I
of
knew
the
you were
internet?
finna do
But
this.
you don't rap.
I knew Cuz was about to
That's
do
different.
that.
Being
Why
a
are you
spectator.
Look at him moving the goalposts. Now you don't rap.
Let me give an example.
Who's the
Let me give
most
an
successful
example.
person
Let me
in the
give an
media
example.
space on the West Coast of
Let
the
me
last
give an
10 years?
example. Let me give an example.
No, that's an honest question.
Let me give an example.
You tell me.
Let me give
No,
an
I want you to answer
example.
me.
In street
Who's the most
TV,
successful
in
person
street
building a
TV,
media
nigga who
platform on the
does
West Coast?
documentaries on gangs.
No,
better
no,
than
stop. One mic.
better than
One mic.
what's his name?
One mic. One mic.
What's the name
One
of
mic.
OG Crit?
One mic.
You get what I'm trying to
One
say?
mic. One
How
mic.
is the spectator?
One mic.
How is the
Suspect.
spectator
One
more
mic.
knowledgeable about the
Suspect.
person who's actually
One
involved
mic.
in it?
One mic.
Facts. How is a spectator more? Facts. How is a spectator more knowledgeable than the guy that's actually in it? That's facts. It's facts. The spectator's not more knowledgeable than the guy that's in it. It's
One
facts.
single mic.
It doesn't make sense.
Individual
I'm
mic.
talking.
One
it
mic.
doesn't make sense.
One mic.
How is the
Suspect.
spectator
No,
more
suspect.
knowledgeable than the person inside it?
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, that's
Suspect.
facts.
How is Street TV more knowledgeable
in my
than Crip
opinion,
his whole life?
that's
Because he's
facts.
been spectating Crip shit for a long time. That'll make you more knowledgeable than a nigga who was born in it.
That's
How?
insane.
That's what
Suspect.
how is that insane? A nigga who's
The guy who's a
documenting and
gang
watching?
expert who gets hired by the
all
government to consult them on gang activities and trials is more knowledgeable
tell you
than
more
just
about the
a
insanes
random
than you.
dude.
So he can tell you more about the insanes than you. A nigga who been spectating and
No,
with
but
the,
he could
What are
tell
we
more
talking
about the entirety of the
No, he
culture.
Can't. No, he can't.
Yes.
No, he can't. He can't tell you more about insanes than a spectator. How?
So the guy who's
He's a
studied it for
spectator.
his
He's a
entire
talking about
spectator.
two
A guy that's in
different
it is in it. He's experienced stuff. Not even a guy that's in it and knows more because he's in it. In it. I feel Almighty Suspect. I don't know why he's going that crazy, but like I probably would have been going that crazy if I was there too. But a guy that's in it, he's in it. He's experiencing all this shit, you know. But a spectator is just a spectator. It's like watching a game. Who's gonna know more, the NFL player or the guy watching the NFL game? Obviously, the NFL player. Come on, man.
things.
Y'all talk about two different things.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But he doesn't want to talk about what I'm talking about because he knows it's over.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
His whole argument is that I don't get to have an argument.
I've been saying that, bro.
A person who could.
You're not on mic.
Oh shit.
No, but I mean, you could get on mic, but you're not on mic.
All right, we got P-Nice in the building.
Shut up, P-Nice.
What's up, guys?
What's up, G?
Bro, get the dog out the way. His tail's all over the shit.
Y'all both saying some real shit.
Nah, so a person like you were saying, Adam, a person that studying this shit, they would know a lot. Probably a lot more than a person that's been actually.
That's not what I'm trying to discredit. A person that studies something is gonna know a lot. Just listen.
Because they studying it.
Because the average dude from your hood,
they probably asked him. They probably asked you.
Yeah.
Getting all the information that they need. But as far as experience,
right?
I go with you.
Experience.
You feel me? A nigga don't got experience on a nigga who studied. You feel me?
But
it's like a football coach.
We're talking about the average gang member, and my argument is that the average dude from your hood does not know a lot about what's going on outside of his immediate area.
That's what makes us.
And for sure,
that's what makes us.
If you're a gangbanger in Long Beach, you have absolutely no reason to know what the fuck is going on in the valley. Who cares? Some of them might know. It's very rare.
You say you cover the world on it. Type. You say he could cover the
entirety of even just this city.
Cover the world of it
is a very specific skill.
What he's saying.
And the average gangbanger is not going to go out of their way to get that skill because it would be totally useless to them.
It both makes sense, bro. Because a nigga can't tell me about something I'm inside of. At all. Right? Yeah. That's what you say. But I know
you know more about me, and
I'm born in this culture. I know.
Yeah, but you were hanging out at battles.
Stop.
I created the most successful company in the history of the internet on the West Coast.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Oh no.
How would somebody who's just a fan be able to experience that much success?
So you're not a fan?
Meanwhile, what success have you experienced in rap?
He's saying he loved.
But what have you experienced? What success have you experienced in rap?
You saying you love.
Like you're saying that you have all this experience, but what have you done with it?
Right?
You got it.
Adam.
I mean, I don't want to make it a personal attack, but it's too hard
now
not
it's a personal attack.
Oh my God!
But you made it personal first.
How?
By calling me a fan and saying that I'm only.
I said you were a fan.
I've only been listening to rap since I was 32. You had so many.
I said you got in the
You had so many more years than me, and what did you do with it?
One mic. Did you not get in the culture?
You had all these years. What did you do with it?
That's fucked up.
What did you do with all those?
You got all these years, and what did you do? That's a personal attack. That is a personal attack. Trying to say you got all these years to do with it. Because Almighty Suspect raps, and he say, you know, you had all these years. I think he's been rapping for like, I don't know, 4 years now. Don't quote me on that. I really don't know. But you know, should I say you had all these years, and what'd you do with it? That's fucked up. That's fucked.
Your years in the culture.
In my mouth, I didn't say.
But tell me, answer my question.
Did you get in the culture at 32? Did you not?
No, I started interviewing rappers at 32.
Got in the culture. That's in the culture. Now you're trying to semantics.
Do you think
that not in the culture?
Do you think that?
A fan
Can you please respect the one mic? Allow me to speak.
You saying you loved it since forever.
Do you think that I just started being into rap at 32 when I got into it? I got into it with encyclopedic knowledge of this shit,
so you know more than the nigga who was born in it.
But what have you done with that?
You got it, cool.
What have you done?
Now you want to make it a personal attack, and that's cool. You won.
No, but you already made it a personal attack on me. So you're not giving me any chance but to express the fact.
That's cool.
See, you're doing the damn homie thing. You're talking over me because you don't want to hear my point. But my point is that I have experienced unprecedented success in this field, and I would have never brought that to the table. But for some reason, you want to flex the fact that you were hanging out in poetry lounges with Lush.
So because you was a fan, so you're being
you keep saying fan.
He was hanging out where?
How am I a fan?
Poetry lounges with Lush. That boy is just a troll. Adam 22 is a big troll. He wants to get under Suspect's skin. He's a big troll.
When I've experienced more success within this culture than like almost anyone ever.
Cool. You right.
No, look.
I mean, how is that a fan?
Look, what you're saying is you're covering the entirety of it. You feel me? The whole thing. And you make success off of it.
Right.
So you do know what you know. You do know more than a lot of niggas.
Would I have become successful in this space if I wasn't extremely knowledgeable about it?
But what the homie saying
who
is,
here
you
can
don't
say
know
that
more
they
than me
went and
I'm
sat down with Joe Budden and
you don't know
three
more
of his
than me because I'm
co-hosts
inside
and
of it.
cooked them?
Just
I've done things that no white boy has ever done in rap.
Somewhere else.
I'm just saying, it's true.
Okay, look.
It's not like an accident that I've
white boy. Why does he try to say that word white boy? Why? No one's bringing in race into this. See how he likes to bring in race and tries to divide. Like, listen, you gotta listen.
Y'all, he can't compare to that because he ain't over there on that. That's not something he want to compare with you with. You get what I'm saying? But
I'm just saying,
how he's saying
he's trying to diminish my contribution to hip hop by saying I'm just a fan and I got into it when I was 32. It's obviously crazy. So you're putting me in a place in which I have to do the thing that I absolutely never do, which is brag about how successful I am. I never do that. But you're trying to undermine me and say that I'm not allowed to have an opinion about hip hop because I started doing podcasts at 32.
Not that.
What the fuck?
But you saying
that's not what he said.
You capitalized off hip hop. He's saying he's really in hip hop.
Well, he was hanging out at poetry lounges and shit. Yeah.
You got it. You cool with the disrespect. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
You laughing and shit, but it's cool, bro. You got it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Nah, Almighty Suspect is really pressed. He really don't like this shit. I don't know if he really don't like this shit, bro. Like,
but yeah, I think y'all got two different points from the beginning, from the start.
No, you started it. You forced me to do that.
How? I never attacked you.
Because you started calling me a fan and saying I got into hip hop at 32.
Did you not?
You lied.
Did you not?
You lied.
So what were you doing before?
What I said, I was riding BMX every day in the streets.
That's hip hop?
Yeah, I mean, it's part of it.
Get the fuck out of here. No, it's not.
Oh, so now you're making fun of my BMX.
Yeah, BMX? Like, is he talking about the bikes? BMX. Adam 22, get the fuck out of here. At this point, he's a big troll. BMX, he was riding BMX, so that made him hip hop. What the fuck is he talking about?
Bikes is hip hop. Get the fuck out of here.
I was super successful in BMX as well.
I'm not saying you're not successful.
Yeah, he's a troll. He's trolling him. He's trolling him. He's trying to get under his skin. He's trying to make this more entertaining for the people. He's trolling them. There's no way he's being serious right now. BMX. The fucking bike. BMX.
Allowed to have an opinion.
What the fuck do riding bikes got to do with rap?
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's not a real thing. Hey, you want to know something? If you were to ask anybody who really knows about BMX, they will tell you that I and me pushing hip hop and BMX, I'm the most influential person in the history of bike riding.
He's trolling. He got to be trolling, bro. He's just trying to get under his skin. He's got to be trolling. What the fuck is he talking about? Riding bikes?
Terms of the music, because I was always at the forefront. And I'm talking before No Jumper, because I was always putting new interesting rap. I was the first person to put Gucci, Thug, all this shit back in the day. Like after the Animal era, which ended in like 2006, I was the guy who was pushing hip hop in BMX and basically made it so that hip hop was the sound of BMX for the whole time that I was the most popular blogger in the space. But he doesn't get that, so he's down to diminish it.
Okay, so we going
this shit going everywhere.
Right yeah, that's where I'm like, hold on, cuz now we on BMX.
It is going everywhere. Talking about bikes, talking about this, that. He's got to stay on one topic.
Suspect did get me out of pocket and forced me to do the thing that I don't normally do, which is to tell you how successful I am.
The whole thing is, y'all arguing.
But now you're playing the victim and acting like I had no right to tell you.
You didn't. I'm not going to disrespect you back because you're my boss, so you got it.
You started it.
I never disrespected you.
You started it. You told me I'm not allowed to have a fucking opinion about hip hop.
About shit. Stop putting words in my mouth.
That is what you said.
Did I say he wasn't allowed to say shit?
Throw in the rock, hide in the hand.
That's not what he said.
Throw in the rock, hide in the hand.
Did I say he wasn't allowed to say shit?
Throw in the rock.
Thank you. I never said he wasn't allowed to say shit.
You didn't say that, but you insinuated that he's white.
Why are you lying?
I insinuate that he's white. I just went and told you a white man that.
But you stated facts, though.
No, I said a fact. All I said is you were a spectator.
But he insinuated that you was white.
You were a spectator in hip hop until 32, and then you inserted yourself into it. I was born into it. That's all I said.
What did being born into it get you?
Okay, that's what I get.
And that's immediate.
What did he do?
That's disrespect. That is disrespect. What is being? What did they get you? That's being disrespectful. That's being disrespectful.
You got
He's
that,
saying,
bro.
If anything, what you're
We know
saying,
you more
the fact that I've
successful, you
experienced the
capitalize
success
on
that I've
it.
experienced in
Shit on
the last
Suspect
8
'cause you a
years,
millionaire for
that's
interviewing
amazing.
niggas.
That's
That's
amazing.
cool.
You've been
got
around for
it.
30 years.
You got
He's
it.
really
What'd he
pressed.
do?
You
He's
got it.
really
I'm not even
pressed.
30, nigga. You got it. You got it.
Damn, bro, you just got cooked.
You got it, bet.
That's
You got
good.
big
got
cooked.
I think y'all both got an opinion on what y'all talking about.
Y'all got a point.
Yeah,
on two
I
different
just, my
Sure, y'all
problem is
both
that
got
he's
it
playing
wrong.
the victim now when he's the one who started.
Y'all both got your own separate opinions. Y'all both in a dispute. That's how it is.
It.
Oh, you did. Oh, you turned
No,
victim?
because he dissed me and like made it a personal attack
didn't
before I did,
personally
and now
attack
he's
you.
acting like a victim.
I
Like
never
I'm
personally
fucked up
attacked you.
for saying that
You
I'm
started
successful.
the personal attack when the super chat read that Adam can't have this argument with Sus, and you said how he knows more about rap than you. You start making it a personal attack, and I said, whoa.
No, but that's not a personal attack. That's just me saying I have every right to have an
Now, not
opinion on this
personal.
shit, just
No,
like you.
That's not what you said.
No, that
That's
is the
not
point
what
I was getting at, and now you're trying to play
now
a
it's
victim.
point. That's what you've been doing to me the whole time. A point in perception. Do y'all get what I'm trying to say? A point of perception.
y'all
You're
being
saying
got.
perception, and I'm saying
If y'all, if y'all think nobody get y'all good,
No. I'm done talking about
We
it.
got
He acts
exactly
he
what
won
both
some
y'all
conversation
saying a
as
long time
spectator.
ago.
A nigga who watching your culture can't tell you more about when you're in it. He just can't.
No, I think we already proved that.
And I'm gonna stop it here. That's facts. What he says. A person that's watching your culture is not gonna tell you more about your culture that you're in it. Facts. Coming down what you guys believe and what what your opinion is. You know, but I'm gonna stop this reaction right here. I don't want to make this like a 40-hour video, 50-minute video. I can, but it's just no one's gonna watch it. So, you know. But yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment down below. I'm gonna post videos. I'm gonna try to post videos every day. So if I miss a day or two, don't get on my ass. Human. But yeah. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment down below. Salute to all the real ones. I'm out.